guys, how you doing? You doing good? I know I'm doing good. Anyway, so the reason why I'm crouching is because I already put my stand up and I don't feel like fixing it. So today, I have something special and you're gonna help me with it. These are my watercolors. And today, you're gonna help me with my college homework. I thought it would be cool to make a little video just to do some painting and do some art since I haven't really painted on this channel in a while. So we're gonna do some painting and we're gonna do the almost worst type of painting of all, a color wheel. I know, my art professor, love him, but color wheel, bruh? Come on. Come on, bruh. But anyway, since we have our stuff now, this is what I'm basically going off of. This is a color swatch. And I stayed up until 1:35 doing this in the morning. And I left it at home. Dumb mistake. It wasn't homework. He just wanted us to do them. But he didn't make it sound like it wasn't homework. So it kind of stressed me out. So this is what we're going off of for color swatches to make a color wheel. So yeah, that's my homework and project grade. And since I have also my swatches, what's gonna be keeping me alive during this video is, you hear that? Hear that crunch? Hear that? Yeah, little ASMR for you weirdos out there. So if you don't have Oreos, go get any snack that you can and sit with me, draw with me, study with me, do some homework with me, and relax if you can to the beat. Now, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the video. If you are new, hello, welcome to aaaaaand Arts, and let's get into the video, shall we? Okay, so in majority, this box has a lot of paints in it. I have a cup over there that has paints in it, and then I have some of these small ones, but since he wants it to be a color wheel, some of these I'm probably not going to be able to use, but I'm still going to try and make them. So I have these colors like crimson red, and I'm going to use that for the darker red, and then use kind of this, mix this with a little bit of the crimson, the vermilion, and then I have this forest green, and then I have this Viridian, which if I see the colors like that, I'm putting them in the same order just to be fair, to be sure. But in this box, I have a lot of my paints in it. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. Is kind of find the paints that I need and organize them. So guys, this is the part that you've all been waiting for, the voiceover. I know, it's me. We know you missed the voiceover me. So what I actually want to talk about is what it says in the corner, autumn, fall. We love the season of autumn and fall. Love, love, love it. I always love the colors of the leaves, the reds and the oranges and the yellows are just so beautiful. And just the way they fall on cars and everything. I don't like the fact that I don't have to sweep up leaves in front of my house, because we don't have to do that because my tree is kind of on the side of my house, but it's fine because it falls in the grass, so that's okay with me. But what I really wanted to talk about was just fall stuff, just autumn things, just hot cocoa, apple cider. Does anybody drink apple cider? Actually drink apple cider, because I low-key love myself some apple cider, by the way. It is so good. Just, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I love peppermint tea. My favorite tea, and I guess my only tea that I can really drink, is peppermint tea, and it's so good. But apple cider is just also so good. So those are my go-tos if I don't want hot cocoa. But I do have a question about hot cocoa. Now, some people, this is one person I know who is probably going to see this video, but one person I know, and he drinks his hot cocoa with milk. And he says like, yeah, it helps with the, the chocolate, and it also helps it like with the sweetener and everything like that. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. I drink mine, but instead of using milk to help it dissolve, I use water. And we kind of had a little argument about that, because he was like, oh, well, why would you use water and da-da-da-da-da? And I was like, well, I just use water because, like, I don't want it too overly sweet. Because, I like chocolate, but sometimes chocolate can be too overly sweet. Like, my favorite chocolate is dark chocolate. So I don't really like to eat milk chocolate because sometimes it just tastes off. I don't know what it is. But that's why I was wanting to ask, do some of y'all drink, like, what do you use to help your hot cocoa dissolve? Like, if you use the powder, do you use milk in like the milk in the mix? Or do you use water? Like, do you use milk or water? Because I use water and my friend uses milk. So I just think, like, if you don't want it sweet, I just use water. But I have found this new way of drinking coffee, because I'm not really a big coffee person. Like, no harm to Starbucks, but I'm not a big coffee person. So sometimes when I'm making hot cocoa, I'll get my water, pour it, like, I'll boil some water, put the packet in, and I'll stir it. And then, like, there'll be some coffee in the pot that my mom makes, and I'll pour it in and just stir it around, just a little bit though, to give it that, like, bitter taste. And I don't know why, but it's just, like, so good. Like, it has that, like, little bitter feeling to it, and I just like that. But it's not too bitter to where it's like 70% cacao. It's like a good amount of, like, bitter kind of hot cocoa. So, ooh, that's some quick fanning. Look at that. That actually hurts my wrist when I do that, the fanning, because of the way I have to hold it. And, like, the camera is literally right next to me while I'm recording this. So I was holding it a certain way, and I was like, I don't want to hit the camera. I did hit the camera, like, twice, but since it's during the speed paint, which is this, you can't really notice it. So it just looks like a little, like, move, but you can't notice it, which is, thank God, I love that. But I will say that yellow was, like, the hardest one to make, because you have to do a deep yellow and then a regular yellow. So a deep yellow I thought was like mustard yellow, which is literally just mustard yellow. And then another type of yellow, and I was like, this is irritating, because as you can see, like, my paint swatch paint. Ooh, my little palette knife. We love a palette knife. I actually just got used to using it and stuff. Also, that's an Oreo. I was getting actually hungry. I didn't know if I would, like, eat on camera, if then y'all be like, what is she eating, a black sponge or something? Like, no, it's an Oreo. I had the bag next to me, as I said. Outro. Me said that. So, but put it down in the comments below if you drink your hot cocoa with water or milk, or if you like to add something to it. Like, I have a friend who likes to add orange juice to his hot cocoa, and I have also had tangerine hot cocoa, which my auntie has, like, a package from it, like a big boxes of it, and it's actually really good. It's actually really good, I will say that. So you put anything in your hot cocoa that's weird, tell me about it, because, it might be cool. You might put rat poison in there. We don't know what your kinks are, but it's okay. It's okay. It's cool for you. If it's cool for you, it's cool for me. Just don't poison me. That's basically all I ask. Just don't poison me, and hopefully it tastes good. If it doesn't, then get out of my house, because that's not what's gonna fly at all. Now, another thing that I want to talk about, since I gave it a minute for you guys to watch me paint, is fall. Now, we have all talked about fall, and I know I've already said that we're going to be talking about fall, but fall is one of my favorite seasons, as it is known, and I, personally, love fall because of the aesthetic. Now, I love the aesthetic of things, the aesthetics of summer, the aesthetic of winter because I don't like being cold, or just any type of aesthetic, cottagecore, just dressing up and just being in the moment with it. And I always love the aesthetic of fall because you have people walking around and in sweaters and nice pants and, just kind of a dark academia, light academia type of vibe, Now, I live in Texas, so right now our fall is like 80 degrees, but in the morning or at night, and some days when the wind chill is good, we have, our nice little fall times and our fall days. Now, speaking of fall, as I already said, I like the season and aesthetics of fall. But what I most like about fall is the movies. Now, when you say fall, people think, oh, when you say fall movies, you might mean like, October, Halloween. Like, no. When I say fall movies, I mean movies that are like indie movies or movies that feel like you should be watching them in fall. Or even movies that kind of feel like horror, but it's not so much a Halloween movie. Because there is a difference between a horror movie and a Halloween movie. Very much different. So, for me, one of my favorite movies is The Fantastic Mr. Fox. And I love that movie with all of my heart. I mean, that movie has great direction, great plot, great storyline. Oh my gosh. And we love George Clooney. So I obviously love that movie. It's not just because of George Clooney, but he is one of the main reasons. But the cast is so good, and just the fact that it's stop motion, and I love stop motion things. So when I saw that the movie was actually going to be stop motion, I thought it was cool. Hey! What we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a little break and you're gonna come with me on that break. We are going to go grab water and make a little bit of some apple cider just because I'm getting a little headache. Not from the paint fumes, but just from the stress of trying to make all these colors, as you can see. I probably haven't said it much in my voiceovers, but yeah. So we're gonna go downstairs, get some water, and make some cider. So have a little aesthetic fun with me. So now that we have gotten upstairs and we have our cider, we will now get back to the painting. But since it's getting dark, it's time to shed a little light on this art. Ooh, that was really pretty. Okay, let's go back to the art now. Now, for our third topic of today, I think I want to talk a little bit about some interesting YouTubers that I find very fascinating. Now, I don't normally talk about other YouTubers or normally, suggest other YouTubers because I'm new and I would like to get my subscribers first. But I would like to point you guys to some awesome YouTubers who already have enough followers and subscribers. But I just want to give them a shout out because, for one, they are awesome. Now, for the one person, actually no, for the two people I very much admire in my whole entire artist career since I've started doing art on YouTube, have been two very great people. One is Black Bean Art, or Black Bean MC, and Gox Art. Now, both these people, you could say, have two very different spectrums of art, and I would say that myself. But I take it as kind of a experience to just watch them work or watch their videos. I like to add a little funny humor into my videos, and I'm a naturally funny person, if I do say so myself, and I thought, to be an artist YouTuber, you had to be quiet and, quote unquote polite, and you had to be neat, and everything had to look nice and white and bright and aesthetic. But when I watched Black Bean, I was like, wow, he's actually funny, he's actually cool, he's being himself on camera. Also, the scratchy scratch, love the scratchy scratch. We love that, love turning down my headphones all the way to 5 just so my eardrums don't bleed, love that. But I always found him just fascinating because his art is so awesome, and he does kind of like a surrealism type of art. And when I was getting into that, I was like, wow, I didn't really think this was a big kind of media in the art world. But when I saw him doing it, it kind of made me love doing it more, because I was like, wow, this is something that I really want to hold on to. And he actually got me more into doing oil pastels, because I like doing oil pastels, but not as much as I used to in elementary school or middle school. So I got back into it, and well, now it's one of the best things that I love to do. I would say for my second person, of course, Gox Art. Now, Gox is awesome. He is amazing. Love the paint water, hates the color green. I can concur. I love the color green, which I also find funny because both of these people I'm talking about, quote unquote, hate the color green. So, love that. My favorite color is green, so I always just find it a little funny when I'm watching their videos and I'm like, yeah, one of you is lying. one of you is lying. But I just find his art so fascinating, and it's just so awesome. Like my vase piece that I think I showed in my part 2 version of my new sketchbook that I got, my big sketchbook pad, I showed my vase piece, and that's kind of where I got my inspiration from. And I really just love watching his videos. And I actually got first place, gold medal, because your girl's an awesome person. And I was like, wow, this artist is just so inspiring. And I really just channeled that part of me that loves to do that type of doodle art and put it on a canvas. And it really helped me see that not all art has to be contemporary or like Picasso or like Vincent van Gogh. I mean, hey, you could be a Claude Monet. You could be whatever you want to be. And that's okay, because that's your art style. And if you don't have an art style, that's also okay. I mean, I don't have an art style. I have multiple art styles. I mean, when I'm doing my digital work, I don't always do the same type of thing. If I'm doing physical work, I don't always do the same type of thing. Even in my commissions, I don't do the same types of things. But that's okay. And I had to learn that's okay by, these two great inspirational YouTubers. And of course, they already have their subscribers and their followers, but it's just nice to, I'm probably never going to be able to meet these people, but if I do, oh my god, hi. But it's just nice, to thank the people who kind of built you up in your community that you're in. And I just love them for that, because I guess without them, I really wouldn't be who I was today. So guys, the video is now not officially over because I'm talking, obviously, but I just wanted to show you the color wheel. Oh my god, wow, amazing. It's a wheel. My professor is not going to see this. He does not have time, but I appreciate y'all, you know, getting my hands dirty. If you got your hands dirty too, congratulations. I gave you a smiley face sticker or a star. Since I know how to edit now, I can do both at the same time. It's good editing right there, isn't it? Probably not. But I use CapCut, so it's probably not good, but it's gonna. Anyway, it is now time to say au revoir to the amazing people who have made it this far in the show. You have made it this far. I really appreciate you, because we are up to like what, 103 subscribers? Like, I don't even know if I have 103 friends, so I appreciate y'all. But again, thank you for joining me on my homework journey. This will not be turned in until next Monday, because, you know, college student means 4-day weekend for me, my schedule.
But to all the others, I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching this far. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hello and welcome to the aaaaaand family. I hate saying goodbye, but goodbye.